Hello, 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 my beautiful souls. How are you? I love you so much. Wherever you are and you're hearing my voice, please know how much you are loved. I know during times of sadness and grief and whatever, there's a sense that we could feel alone. I know I feel that sometimes as well. I'm human, I'm in this human skin. It's a little noise out there. The neighbor's son, they're homeschooled. But I'm going to keep rolling. Um, and sometimes we just need to hear that we're loved, right? And so if you're listening to this and I don't know you, that's okay. I love you. I love you because this is what we're all desiring, all wanting. And until we recognize that we are this love, I want to say that I love you because I've been there. Right? So let me perk myself up. It's almost like I wanted to get close to the camera so I can get closer to you. Anyways, I'm going to pause on my shenanigans here. How are you doing today? It's day 14. Right? We're cracking along. How are you doing? You know? So for me, I have to say it's been, I know I'm moving through something. There's a lot of, and usually when I'm moving through something, I think I've mentioned before, I give myself completely to it. The feeling to be in the moment with it, to allow myself to cry, to, be quiet, to be still, whatever is needed in the moment is really what I do. And until it's ready to pass and shift. Yeah. So let's go ahead and settle in for a brief moment, just so we can continue to practice this embodiment. Okay. So let's exhale the air out of our mouth, lengthen your glorious spine, elevate your crown, right? The top of your head. Your crown is centered. You are centered. You are the magnificent jewel. Don't let anyone tell you anything. You are that radiant, vibrant, magnificent jewel. It's you. So we lift and we lengthen ourselves nice and tall to remind ourselves of the royalty that we are. And then we'll take 3 cleansing breaths. So we inhale this arrival breath of life that reminds us of this life. So inhale nice and deep. Drink it in, drink it in, drink it in. And exhale, let it out through your mouth with a sigh. Again, inhale life, inhale life, inhale life, inhale life. Exhale, let it out with a sigh. One more time. Come on. Give it to me. Inhale, 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 inhale. Exhale, let it out with a sigh. And then let your palms rest on your thighs. Relax your shoulders, soften your jaw. Feel the presence of your body. Just feel the presence of your body. Feel the presence of you. Everything that you are in this moment, I want you to say yes to the you in this moment. And so we're simply feeling and sensing. That's it. We're feeling and sensing. Feeling, sensing, and becoming embodied. Sorry about changing that. And so if you're feeling, sometimes we feel insecure and anxious, right? The mere fact of you placing your palms on your thighs so you can feel yourself. This is home. You, this body, home. I'm home. I can look around, let my eye gaze go to the bottom, Let it roll up the sides of the wall. Let it come up to the ceiling. Okay, I'm safe. Okay, I'm safe. Mind, you can relax. We are safe. And then we come back to the body. We come back to the breath. We breathe. We anchor. Right? We anchor, which is what we're doing now. We're anchoring into this present moment reality with all that we are. With all that we are. If that's sadness, we're anchoring to being truthful with ourselves. So let's take one more breath, breathing in and breathing out. So today, the message is short today. The wisdom sharing is short today, because so much of what we've been sharing over these last 14 days, it's deep, and it requires a shift in our cerebral processing unit, our CPU, right? Yes, our mind is a processing unit, the same as a computer, right? For a computer, I think it's called central processing unit. I choose to see this as a cerebral. Our brain is our cerebral processing unit, right? We're no different. This, by the way, is the original technology. Not, let me find it, not this, right? This is nice, but this whole thing is the original technology. You are the original technology. So I want you to really absorb that. And so, we've been sharing a lot of deep wisdom, and these are seeds, right? To allow our cerebral processing unit to shift and transform. Right? It takes time. It takes time. So today I wanted to talk about, when we're in grief, there's this sense of I have to be someone else, because people are not going to want to hang around me if I'm sad all the time. That's okay. They don't have to hang around you, right? But what we are practicing is, how can I be so rooted in my authentic self that I am in every moment? Because that's truthful. And we want to invite other people to be part of our truth. And if it's too uncomfortable for them, we could acknowledge that they are not ready to be in a space of truth with me. And we can allow that. We can say, okay, this person doesn't have the bandwidth to hold space for me right now. And I can let them go. Because I have found through my own experience that I lost a couple of friends in grief because they weren't able to be with me in my authentic state. So today's teaching is simply, how can we be in authentic, truthful space within our own container and accept where we are in the moment with who we are. And so that could mean that in every moment that you're in, you are developing an inner practice, an internal practice with yourself of how to be authentic. And so part of the series is doing exactly that. Practicing being your authentic self. Practicing holding space for everything that you're experiencing, everything that you're feeling. And being compassionate. Being completely compassionate with yourself. Because compassion is something that starts from within. It's it starts from the heart. And so as we navigate the grief process, we're also navigating how to be. The mind and the ego will tell us to be something completely different. And today, as I was journaling, in my journal I wrote, go back to that. So I make sure that I'm telling you the right thing in my journal book. So let me turn to it. Yeah. Being in a state of being. That's what I journaled today. Being in a state of being. And what does that mean? I wrote, there's nothing to be done, only being with your being. Being is your natural essence beyond the ego. And in that moment, what came to me was an acronym for being. And that acronym is beneath ego's incessant nagging grip. Beneath ego's incessant nagging grip. And so what we find even in the grief process is that the ego will show up and try to dictate how we should be, how we should act, how we should present ourselves. And what this acronym is saying is that we have to go beneath the constant grip that the ego has on us to come back into our natural state, which is being. So I wanted to share that with you, that this could be another little tool in your toolbox for you to practice with. This is what we're doing. We're practicing. We are experimenting with all of these things, right? We experiment with breath work. We experiment with meditation. It's all an experimentation of discovering who we truly are, of rediscovering. The true self is there through every experience in our life, even though we might feel completely separated and alone and abandoned. The truth is that we're not. There is this essence that resides within. And grief is an experience that can help us go deeper into reconnecting with that self. Yeah. So, like I said, I thought today would be a short session. So we're going to go straight to our oracle card reading. I'm going to use a different deck today, Sacred Traveler, still by my favorite shaman, Denise Lin. So let's see what message Spirit has for us. So, what message do we need to know today? This is one of my other favorite decks. Okay. So today's card is Distant Thunder, Clear the Air. Right? And so there's a beautiful princess looking up from the balcony in her castle, and there's a mountain in the distance, and thunder. The clouds are dark. There's green hills, but beyond the gray clouds is a beautiful sunset, or maybe sunrise. So clear the air. Let's see what that means. I'm going to read that to you. It says, dramatic purification, renewal, and healing are occurring on many levels. Don't be concerned if there is chaos in your life. In this instance, it is good. It is shaking things up so you don't become stagnant. If your auric field or your personal space is cluttered, it's difficult for exciting new experiences and opportunities to come into your life. It's time to clear out clutter, release the old, discarded, and unused. Clear the air and release situations and people who don't empower you. Purify the dross out of your life. In order for renewal to occur, the old needs to make way for the new. Like I said, I can't make this stuff up because this is exactly what we were talking about being our authentic self, making way for the new. Okay, so wishing you well, wishing you an amazing day today, sending you my love wherever you are. Again, please hit the like button, hit subscribe if you love what we're doing. Once we conclude the 31 days, I will begin to start posting. This channel is specifically made for women, though men are more than welcome. But I'll start to post lots of wisdom messages and different things related for our evolution as women. So beyond grief, about living and thriving in this container and in this world. So sending you all so much love. Thank you. Blessings.